So this question I have been trying to answer, well, most of my life, and today I listened to a podcast broadcast or something and I thought, oh my God, maybe I will get the answer this time around, but I didn't. And okay, so what it is that I'm talking about? Why do we incarnate? So the assumption I'm happy with, and to me is true, or rather, it's my belief, is that we are souls, that we have many lifetimes or timelines, and that we incarnate in different bodies. Yeah, so that is a given for me. But what I don't understand is why. I mean, I don't understand why. Why bother? Why do we incarnate? So there are two, well, in fact, there are I thought there were two strands of like school of thought. But I think they all boil down to the same thing, which is that there is this super consciousness, and I get that too. Actually, I feel very much I resonate with that. So it's not God, at least I don't think so. It's like this higher consciousness, this super consciousness that we're all part of. That's the when people talk about we're all connected, it's via that. I understand. I feel that's right. That's true. And then as we incarnate in our body, we kind of separate from that consciousness, and we are just part of it, and that's our own part of that, and then we're in this body, but we don't have a memory of that, and that much I'm sure you all who watch this channel, follow me or any, kind of get that too. But I don't, like I say, why? Because the whole thing is apparently that we don't want to be here. Like, the home is somewhere else, so it's not Earth. And this is not, well, at least not in my understanding of this. This is not about being alien or anything, which, well, what is that? It's just another form of life, I suppose. But my point is, we incarnate in these bodies on the planet Earth, and every time we die and go back to our home, where the consciousness, this super consciousness, is it's like heaven on earth, or heaven in whatever, Garden of Eden. Those are Christian metaphors. Just forgive me, I just can't think quickly of any other ones. Absolutely not denominational, this isn't. But wherever we come from in that highest, pure consciousness realm, it's like, it's bliss, and it's love. All this love, the not of the, that we talk about, I'm in love with you, I love you, or whatever. The love, the pure love, the just the bliss, the happiness, whatever. And so why bother? Why bother go through this? I mean, my life has been great, and I believe it will continue till my dying day this time around. But I know that's just one story. There's so many hardships, and why. So the theory, the one that is just, I've heard variations on it, but they all, like I said, boil down to the same thing, is that this super consciousness is bored and doesn't really know how to relate to itself. So there's that. The other variation on that is like, we are here like a soul gym. So we're here to grow spiritually. What? So that we reach, so that we ascend to this higher consciousness where we come from? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. I just feel it's something is amiss in all of this. I mean, there is I think I've heard maybe, I've heard people or whoever speak of this, which actually possibly resonates the most. Like, we are sent from this higher consciousness to save the planet. I don't mean this in any kind of vigilante sense or, savior complex or anything, but just like to, I don't know, I was gonna say raise the vibration of what? Of if we are the only humans, as in the body, we are all these higher consciousness, but just embodied. So we already risen. We already high vibrational. I don't get it. We go down into the body to do what? To experience what it's like to be human, but we are human. Like, I'll tell you what this sounds like to me. If I wish Wittgenstein was bothered about this as opposed to language, because this is the language conundrum, I feel. It's like, either it's the language conundrum and we don't have language to actually understand what's, we don't have language, like actually English, let's say, to talk about this, because it's like a loopy. It's like, we are highest consciousness, then we are bored. Well, if you're so high vibrational, boredom is just like utterly low vibrational. Why would you feel boredom? It doesn't compute. So to help the planet, yeah, that could be like a good, good deed from such a higher consciousness. Helping what if the only humans were only the ones that we gave them bodies to? Doesn't compute. To do like, spiritual work. Well, we're already so highly spiritual. Why? Right. As you can see, I'm getting frustrated. I don't know. I don't know why we incarnate. And I suppose there is a theory of like, some I've heard, like lower vibration and then higher, so like hierarchy of consciousness. But then that world where there is hierarchy sounds very much like the crappy one we have here, so it can't be, can it? So it's like, we all start from the lower end, from that hierarchical place. Sounds a bit like, let's say, Egypt and pyramids, and like, so there's Pharaoh at the top, and then the little peasants, us souls, like of the little peasants, we are sent to Earth because Earth is hellish in that sort of soul sense, spiritual sense, to wisen up and raise our vibration or something. I don't know. It's just, no, this is too Christian and too sort of guilt tripping and judgmental, and you're bad, you're good, and I don't know. Yeah, please, I would love to hear your thoughts. What am I missing? Okay, thank you.